Today, I want to focus on some books which are not necessarily textbooks and which are mostly also not in English. So, the first book is Do and Think Like a Cat, which is basically a way to think differently about life and to, yeah, be more cat-like, I guess. Then we have another cat book, The Diary of a Cat by Hiro Arakawa. And yeah, which is a novel about a street cat in Dutch. Then we have the following book, The Crazy Cat Lady book. 101 facts about and activities for cats. As you can see, I like cats. Here we have a very old math textbook of used in high school for analytic geometry. It's from 1962. So it starts with the concept of a vector and starts with defining equal vectors. It starts with angles. It starts with adding a vector. It goes to coordinates. It goes to equations of lines. And it's intersection of a circle and a line. Hyperbolas. And yeah, here's the answer. So it's a very short little book that was actually used in schools here over 50 years ago. Yeah, I guess. Next, we have one of the books that I really loved as a child. It's Playing with Numbers. Well, I was a child when I was like 8 or 9 years old. Which is all about numbers and where do our numbers come from, magical powers to numbers, binary numbers, the pyramid of Khufu, as computed by Thales, the height, all kind of tricks, Eratosthenes' prime number, the biggest prime number. I really, really love this book. I'm really sad there's not a English version of this because I think it's perfect for kids who are into math. Here we have a Dutch book on mathematical tables, which is basically all about tables. Again, it's very old. Here we have like sine tables. We have like trigonometry tables. Very old book. We have calculators for that nowadays, of course. Here we have a very good book by Reza Aslan, No God But God, The Origins, Evolution, and Future of Islam. I really like this book. I should probably read it on it's basically the origin of Islam and how things came to be. I'm definitely adding it to the reading list after I finish the Rod Veer Introduction to Islam book. Here we have a travel guide to Florence and Tuscany. Basically a travel guide. People don't buy this anymore because you have internet now, but when I went to Tuscany, it was when I was a child, we didn't have internet on our phone, so yeah. Here we have a pop sci book, which I read when I was like in high school, The Expanding Universe by Alan Guth. Alan Guth, a very famous cosmologist in MIT. I read this book. I didn't understand much. I didn't understand anything of it, and I was like, yeah, I don't understand this stuff, so physics is really not for me. So yeah, these kind of books really turn me off physics, even though they probably want to do the opposite. Here we have a book on Stonehenge, and basically how it came to be. Interesting book. Here we have another book on Stonehenge. Stonehenge, Moon, Wandering Stars. Basically, yeah, how you can watch stars in Stonehenge. Cute book. Here we have a translation of the Quran by Laleh Bakhtiar, the Sublime Quran. Basically, a translation of the Quran. I will, yeah, there's not really any commentary there, but I think it's a rather nice translation. Here we have one of the books I adored when I was a kid, Myths and I'm not sure how to say that in English. Epics, I guess, of the Greek worlds. I devoured this book as a kid. I was really into Greek mythology, and I knew everything in this book by heart. It was very, very fun for me. Now we come to a book, Mysteries of the Mind, which is a book on magic, witchcraft, astrology, all kind of paranormal stuff. Here we have Operation Moon, which is like about landing on the moon and how the Americans went to land on the moon. So we have Surveyor, we have the Russians go into the planets, so all about spacecraft. A very beautiful book, I think, or this is this one, which I'm not sure you can find in English, but I love it. It's Stars, Constellations, and Their Legends. So it lists every single constellation, and it lists the legend and how it got their name, the major stars. Very, very beautiful book. I adore this book. I still read through it now and then. It's extremely nicely written. Here come a series of books, one which I am really happy to have. These are the stories of Thousand and One Nights, the famous Arabic legends of Thousand and One Nights, and it's basically the full story. Let's see. Yeah, basically the full. Let me see if I can open it. So yeah, this is the book, and yeah, it's basically the full story in Dutch. So yeah. Love these books, love this series of books. It's in Dutch though, otherwise I would definitely recommend it to everybody. Hold on. Okay, then we come to some travel guides, a travel guide of Vienna, a travel guide of Vienna, again, a travel guide of Rome, another travel guide of Rome, Rome Weekends by Michelin. Here we have a book on Asian vegetarian cooking, which is all about vegetarian foods in Asian cuisines. Didn't really make too much of this, but it does look particularly nice. Next we come to another vegetarian cooking book, a very thick one, Vegetarian Cooking for Everyone by Deborah Madison. Lot of recipes. So yeah, cute book. Definitely the Bible of vegetarian cooking, I guess. Here we have a book that's about the air, the atmosphere, the weather, the birds. It's basically about the sky, everything happening in the sky. So about the atmosphere, about the weather and stuff like that. Here we have another book I really liked. It's the Atlas of the Moon. Basically, it's a giant atlas of the moon and all the constellations and all the craters of the moon. Love this book. Here we have a book in French for some reason, I'm not sure why. Mineraux, about different kind of minerals and their properties. Here we have a topographical map of Belgium, which is all about Belgium. Again, it doesn't really make sense to buy these books anymore because you have Google Maps. Here we have 2 books on learning how to drive. Then we have another a book on vegan cooking, on vegan recipes. It's a book in Dutch, so it's all vegan recipes. Another book. This is the book on vegetarian cooking, which I love the most. I think I made every single recipe in here. Love this book. Love these recipes on vegetarian cooking. They're very, very, very good. All of them are very, very, very tasty. Very good book. Joy of Cooking. All about vegetarian cooking. Here we have a book on biological equilibrium, about ecology. So yeah, all about ecological stuff. And then finally, here's a book on spices, which is all about different spices and about their different kinds of how to preserve it, how to conserve it, how to use it in the kitchen, how to use it in medicine. So that's the book on spices.